therapist here, and today I'm going to talk about community reintegration. So everything we're going to talk about today, we're going to go through some myths versus facts about exercising in the adult population, what is community reintegration, different exercise types, and then local options that you can get involved in, and then any questions that you guys have. So before we get started, I just want to know what you guys are currently doing for exercise. So in your phone, it will pop up and you can just type in what you're currently doing and it should pop up here. Do you have the screen, Ernie, that you took the QR code?
Yes, but I lost it.
That's okay. If you go onto menti.com on Google.
Menti?
M-E-N.
Wait, did you, were you able to scan the QR code already?
Yes, I did, but I can't find it now.
It should be, no, but it'd be in Chrome. Okay.
That's okay. If you
I
Google
don't need it.
M-E-N-T-I.
Come on here. Okay, just M-E-N.
TI.com.
So me.
I'll go back. The N.
N.
T-I.com. There you go. That's okay. Go back again.
Whatever is easiest, but that's fine.
Michelle, will it be,
Yep, right there. And then type in 48.
Hold on here. Type in 48.
97
97.
6837.
Hold on. 4897
6837.
Yep.
6837.
And then hit enter. Or submit.
Yep.
Perfect. And then just type in what you're currently doing for exercise.
Go on here.
Everything Lisa and Savannah tortured me with.
right?
So while Ernie is doing that, I'll read through some of the ones you guys have said. So we've been walking, HIIT training, running, free weights, some walking, we want to ride our bike again, yoga, burpees, jumping jacks.
There you are.
So many fun things.
So that's what she said right in here. What are you currently doing for exercises? Type in there what you currently do.
Okay.
It's highlighted. You can just type down there now.
Okay.
It won't disappear. There you go.
Beautiful.
This is so cool. This is such a new thing. Now, if I can just get Zoom to accept and enter so I can make a second section, that'd be nice. Is there a way to do that?
I thought I showed you shift enter.
Shift and
You
enter?
showed
You didn't show me
Oh, I
that.
showed you. Okay, I can share you later.
Zoom? You can't make a, so if I wanted to do a paragraph,
Who's stuck
I
on
can't do a paragraph. If I hit enter, it
Send a
submits it. So Forever Justin was like getting like piecemeal conversations from me. I'm like, hold on a minute, I'm still typing. Enter.
So the moral of what we're all doing is walking and some exercises with some weights too. So that's good that we're doing some things. So there's gonna be 5 questions on your phone. You're just gonna hit myth or fact. So the first one is exercise hurts aging joints. Is that a myth or a fact? Alright. I'll hit Melanie. Alright, you guys got that right. It is a myth. Exercise does not hurt aging joints. It helps them. It brings nutrients into our joints and helps lubricate and make movement easier for us. Alright, Next question. Low impact workouts are equally as effective as high impact workouts. Myth or fact? Alright. It is a fact. So running is equally as good as biking, walking. You get the same effects, but less hard and strain on your body. Alright, next question. You guys are doing good. Gyms are for young people. One more. Good. It is a myth. Gyms are for everyone. There are community-based classes, which we'll talk about, that can get you involved. So it's not just for young people, it's for everyone. All right, myth or fact? There comes a point when you are too old for exercise.
Fact.
All right, it is a myth. You're never too old to start. All right, I think this is the last question. Myth or fact? Walking is enough.
Myth.
It is a myth. Walking is a good start, but we need to add in more things to make it better, more strength, and not just cardio to our exercises. You guys did pretty good. So like I said, I'm here today to talk about community reintegration. So what is that? That's a big word. That means a lot of things. So a lot of times after physical therapy, we don't know where to go next. We just did all of this. We just helped our bodies and we got back into shape. How do we continue that? That is what community reintegration is. It's learning about different activities and community-based events that you can go to help continue strengthening, building your flexibility, gaining your balance, so you don't come back to therapy, and so you just keep getting stronger. And that's essentially what that says right there too. There are some core components of community reintegration. So one of them is social integration and mobility. So that is our group-based activities, building a community, having an accountability buddy to make sure you're doing your things, because I would not be doing my things if I didn't have one of them either. And then personal projects, to make it goal-oriented to you. Don't just have this big lofty idea, make it specific to you. If it's big or small, it does not matter. Physical activity programs, so again, these are the group-based functional program fitness, so what is relevant to you and your community and what you find important. And then lastly, adaptive recreation, so using engaging, enjoyable activities to build healthy habits. So again, do stuff that you like. There are adult kickball teams, softball teams, pickleball leagues. So find things that interest you and engage you. Don't just do things because you think it's the right thing to do. So we're going to talk about 4 different exercise types that hit different types of fitness. So we're going to walk through aquatic fitness, chair yoga, tai chi, and meditation, and then strength for circuit training. So first one is aquatic fitness. So how does it work when you go in a pool? The buoyancy of the water alleviates your body weight, so it's less impact for your joints. Like we talked about in the myth versus fact, low impact is equally as important as high impact. So this is a great way to hit your cardiovascular endurance and aerobic fitness side of exercise. So what are the physical benefits of doing aquatic fitness? It's going to reduce your body weight and body fat. We are doing our cardio, and then it's going to improve muscle strength and power. There are different types of activities that can be done in water that can help with strengthening. It's going to improve flexibility and improve agility and balance as well. It also has gait and balance benefits. You can recover faster after someone bumps into you, walking in the street or in a mall. It's going to reduce your stride time after someone bumps into you, so it's going to require less steps to to recover your balance, generate greater ankle and knee joint movements, because again, a lot of swimming deals with a lot of kicking of your legs, so you're gonna work a lot of that, and it's gonna help, again, stabilize the body to prevent falls. I think I had a fact too with it that was like, whoa. Oh. Maybe I did, maybe it was for something else. But how often should we be doing aquatic fitness? That's the frequency of the exercise, so do it at least 3 times per week. And then each session should be around 30 to 45 minutes, okay? So we are going to practice one. If we want to stand up, obviously we don't have water here, but if you could imagine, water's probably right here, and we're just going to march. So you could do this on the pool, holding on to one of the ledges there, holding on to a floaty device. You could do this for time, for a different amount of repetitions, anything like that. You're good. All right, and sit back down. But in the handout with the print out, I have this whole entire thing there. It gives you just a general idea of what you could do if you want to introduce yourself to aquatic fitness. If you're not ready to do a class, spend money on it, you could try these out at a pool before you could go look into seek out a class, okay? All right, chair yoga is next. So chair yoga really works on our flexibility. So the benefits with chair yoga is it again improves flexibility and joint health. It enhances balance and stability, our mental well-being and benefits, because it's a lot of focus on breathing and moving with breathing. And then another key thing here is once a week, if you do chair yoga, it will help prevent falls and improve your balance, because we again are working on our flexibility. And chair yoga is just what it sounds like. It is seated yoga in the chair, working through different movements of yoga movement or poses, just in a safer environment of the chair, because a lot of yoga moves are kind of crazy. And how often should we do chair yoga? So this is 2 to 3 times per week for at least 15 to 45 minutes for each session. So just trying to plan out how often should we do these with incorporating our aquatic, our strength, and our Tai Chi too. So one we can do seated, but maybe we might hit each other, but we could do our helicopter arms. So if you want to try and not hit anyone, you could do some small circles forward, and then you could do small circles back. He's taking it out, and then you could do big circles and then big circles back. So that's just a little, and again, these pictures in your little handouts are just giving a brief introduction if you want to try it out at home first. Okay, Tai Chi. So what is Tai Chi? It's a traditional Chinese practice that combines a series of slow movement and physical postures with meditation and controlled breathing. So the benefits of Tai Chi, the big one is balance. So it works a lot with your balance, and balance results in fall prevention. It also helps with a sharper mind. It's kind of like chair yoga where we're focused on breathing and movement with breathing. So it improves like our cognitive function, and then it improves our mood and mental health. Again, breathing does wonders. It calms everything down. It centers you. So that's how it improves our mood and mental health. Again, with the breathing and the movement, it will lower our blood pressure. It relieves pain, improves lung function, and improves better sleep. I think the better sleep was the one.
Nice.
I found that it said there was research that people fell asleep 17 minutes sooner and slept 42 minutes longer after doing Tai Chi. So that's quite a bit. And then how often should we be doing Tai Chi? So 3 to 5 days per week for 10 to 60 minutes if you're doing it daily. But if you're working to improve your balance and reduce falls, you can do it 2 to 3 times per week for 30 to 60 minutes, so just a bit longer. So I brought a video because I personally have not practiced Tai Chi. If I can get it down. Okay, maybe we'll practice it later because I can't exit out of this. Oh, there we go. So this is just a movement if we want to stand up and try this one together. So this is called Party in the Wild Horse's Mane. Again, focus on breathing.
About shoulders distance apart. Float your arms up in front. Draw your palms in front of your heart. Palms are facing each other. To get into the upper body position, you might take a breath. Then you might take your breath, expand your palms, and spiral your right arm under as we are going in the right direction. Let's get into the stance to start. Shift your weight to the left, tap your right toe in, rotate your chest towards the right side. Right heel is down, heel to heel alignment, and shift your weight forward. Nice. Lift your heart, find your center of gravity. Then we separate our hands, left hand to our hip, and our right arm extending up about shoulder's height, maintaining a soft crescent shape in our arms. The right arm spirals down, and the left arm spirals around.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
I have a hard time following.
I know. I definitely need a physical guide.
Alright, we can take a seat. But it's just a lot of slow movements with focused breathing, working to improve our balance. Alright, so the last type that we're going to go over is strength and circuit training. So what is circuit weight training? So it involves using a series of resistance exercises, normally 10 to 15, with minimal rest between each exercise. And it includes 12 to 15 repetitions of that exercise you're doing, and then 40 to 60% of 1 rep max. So 1 rep max is how much you can do only for 1 repetition, so just doing less than that, weight, anything like that. Each station is normally 30 to 40 seconds. Honestly, it could be 30 to 60 seconds, depending on what we're doing. And then giving yourself a 15 to 30 second break in between each. And then you can repeat each circuit 1 to 3 times, depending how many exercises we're doing during it, okay? And then the benefits, the biggest one is building our muscular strength. A lot of older individuals lose their strength as they age, so this is super important that we work this. So we're improving our body composition, again, the strength, better cardiovascular fitness, reduce the risk of age-related diseases like blood pressure, osteoarthritis, cholesterol, all of that. And then how often should we be doing this exercise? So at least twice a week for 30 to 15 minutes. And then again, having the 6 to 10 to 12 exercises, targeting major muscle groups. So our thighs, our arms, our core, things like that. All right, I think I picked one that we could do seated. Yes, so I have a little problem. But we'll do the top one. It's kind of cut off, but we'll do kicking our leg out straight and then just doing little circles. Keep that leg up.
Oh, the whole leg is moving, or your ankle?
Just the ankle.
Okay.
And then you can rotate doing it the other way. And again, doing it for the 30 to 60 seconds, and then you can switch and then work on a different group. But again, there's the practice examples of different exercises for strength training. Alright, so tips for success, intensity. So keep it to a moderate intensity. On a scale that's normally a 4 to 7, so you're able to talk to your friends, but you can't sing. It's taking that much out of you. But if you find yourself barely able to breathe, take it down. Do less repetitions, less weight, something like that to make it easier on yourself. But if you find if it's really easy, you could sing, make it harder. Gauge yourself, gauge your body. And then modifications, use chairs for balance. If it's something that's making you go on one leg, have something near you that's not on wheels, that is stable, that can hold you. Reduce weight, like I said, or decrease repetition, or increase the rest times as needed. And then safety first as always. If you're not sure about something, consult someone, consult us, consult a doctor if you're not sure if it's safe for you. And then listen to your body. Your body knows best. You know what you're able to do. If something doesn't feel right, stop doing it and readjust and say, how can I make this better for myself? So that was a lot of information about different types of exercises. So how do we get involved here in Apopka in Orlando to do everything that we learned? So this Saturday is the Apopka Health and Fitness Fest. Ernie, if you decide to go, you'll see a lot of familiar faces there. It's at the park just down the street, and it's going to talk about different ways that you can stay active, different healthy eating habits. I think Savannah told me they have like a Zumba class, a spin class there for free that you can try and just engage and see what you like and what works best for you. And that's this Saturday. And then Apopka also does senior classes, so they do have a chair exercise at Fran Carlton Center on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. So different exercises that involve the chair. They also do a senior membership. I think it's $50 for the whole year, where they do a lot of different activities throughout. They didn't have anything listed on their website of what they currently are doing, but I have a link on the very last page in the packet that has where you can find more information. And then they also do senior lunch and learns, where they bring people in to discuss other things, not just health related, but just building in more of a community and getting out and socializing. That's a big thing about our health too, is our mental health. And then, like I was saying before, there are athletic programs. Again, with Apopka, they do a senior softball and kickball league. There are links for that if you wanted to sign up. And then water aerobics. The city of Orlando has a water aerobics class. I think if you wanted to drop in, it's $3. If you wanted to get a membership, it was like $100 and something. Again, their link is there to see more information about it. And then Metro Health of Apopka does Tai Chi on Thursdays at 9:30 to work again on our balance and just in the local community. Another thing is silver sneakers. So it is through Medicare plans. So if you have Medicare, it's normally through Medicare Advantage or Medicare supplement plans. They have on their website, which I have in the link printed, to check your eligibility if you are able to have silver sneakers. You can just put in a bunch of information about yourself and it'll tell you if you apply for it or if you don't. But it gives free memberships to gyms and specialized classes for seniors that are trained by someone who will make sure it's safe and functional for you, okay? And then there are local options through Silver Sneakers on their website too, of Orlando areas that participate in Silver Sneakers, because not all gyms do. All right, that is it. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. And then Ernie, I only gave it to you, but if you guys want to, in that little pamphlet right there, it is literally everything I talked about there, just condensed in one little packet. If you have any questions, it has the local options there, the different types of exercises, and then what community reintegration is, okay?
You made that?
I did.
Wow. Wow. It's here? Okay. Let's see those.
Yes,
Nice.
Katie.
So you talked about the different like water aerobics
Yeah.
and Tai Chi and all of those, and the frequency of what's recommended for each. What is reasonable if somebody wants to do kind of a combination of that?
Like what you should do for each one.
Yeah, because like if you listen to the
It's a lot.
prescription, right?
Yeah.
You'd be doing something 9 days a week.
Yeah.
So
So some of them are shorter time frames, so you could double up on one, because I forget which one was 10 to 60 minutes. So you could do that one day for 10 minutes and then also do water aerobics for your 30 minutes, and that's your 40-minute exercise that day, and then you could make it doubling up so it's 5 days a week or 4 days, whatever's best for your body.
okay.
Thank you.
Good. I was really